here we are.
Right on time. Everything as it normally and usually is and should be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sorry for the lateness.
You'll never believe it. Our gentle audience is simply going to be beside themselves with shock. We had a technical issue.
Yep. And we had to switch which computer we were. I almost said screaming from.
I mean, listen, who knows where the day will go? Horse feelings sometimes run strong.
Streaming from at the last minute, and I didn't have anything for this stream set up on this computer, so.
But we're here. It's fine. We figured it out.
Yes.
Hopefully, let us know if things look and sound how they should, and we will try to fix them if we can.
Yeah. I'm a little worried because I'm getting some dropped frames detected notices. Oh, but it says I'm not Ethernet connected. Why not? Hey
Technically, it's the other
Francis.
stream. This is the horse stream. Juliet says Screamin' Times Day. That's great.
Wonderful. I'm sort of ensconced in my chair here, so I have to wait for Francis to come help. Yes. Your computer says that it's not actually Ethernet connected, and I'm wondering if you can.
How about now?
Yes. Okay. Hopefully that will be better. Juliet also says, if you're not Ethernet connected, does that mean you're Neithernet connected?
Hey!
Which is great.
Oh,
He's
wow.
really just coming in swinging today.
That's important.
Yeah. So I've been re-listening to our own podcast.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Okay,
I
cool.
have listened to the first 2 and a bit episodes,
Mm-hmm.
and I have some knowledge.
Okay, what is the knowledge that you bring from our own past?
Okay. 1. Who's that big bay? You had written down that it was a chestnut, and I had written down that it was a bay, and you were like, yeah, sure, we can call it a bay, but you apparently did not change, you did not
Oh,
update
interesting.
your
Okay.
archival description.
Okay.
Um,
I will add that to the
it's
list.
it's a dark and rainy scene, so like there was some ambiguity about a
I thought you
horse.
were gonna say it was a dark and rainy day.
um, yeah. So that's one thing.
Okay.
Second thing, in the first episode, when we're like, okay, what was your favorite horse today? We like talked about favorite horses, and then you were like, I mean, bottom of the barrel is the murder of horses because they're, I don't know, gross or evil or something. You, and it's, I just feel like now you're like, they're cool and you upvote them.
Well, time is a fickle mistress. Bottom of the. Did I really say bottom of the barrel? That seems
Bottom of, you said
incorrect.
bottom of the something, but like we were talking about, like, essentially within episode horse ranking, and you said that
Uh-huh.
like those were the lowest.
Huh. Well, I guess the takeaway here is that we can never trust our past selves and their subjective opinions about horses. And so all we can do is live in the moment horse-wise.
Oh, I see. Um, let's see. Some additional knowledge. We really liked Silivren, um,
Okay.
the first elf horse in that like
Hmm.
little procession. Uh,
Yeah.
like when we were ranking horses that time, like I said, Silivren was up there for me, which is interesting because I've it's been hard to remember like how we actually felt about those horses.
Yeah.
Um, Also, we were like pretty into the prancing pony sign. Like the reason we
Yeah.
named it Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron is because it felt like this very iconic horse image. Like it was very like fantasy rearing horse, and you were like, it needs the name of like the the horse protagonist of a series of books or something. And
Okay.
then and then we landed on Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron.
Yeah. Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Um,
Why not?
there's a horse named Twilight that I feel like we have not encountered in the ranking. Have we encountered Twilight?
That does not sound familiar to me at all. I don't think, hold on, let me look at the document. I don't think we have a Twilight in the document.
So in
We do have a Twilight in the document. Maybe they did not make it into the sorter though?
in the custard and cream grouping,
Yeah, custard
it's
cream mouse Twilight.
yes.
Who's that big bay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's this fourth horse that is dark and sort of indistinguishable, and we named it Twilight, and then we said that Twilight and Enigma were in like a goth metal band together or something.
Sure. Okay. Fascinating. Um, I this is really like I don't know her.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
you literally say in the first episode about, I don't remember if it was about Cow or Mushroom or Enigma or Blaze, but you were like, we'll probably never see this horse again. Or you were like, we're
Wow.
never going to see this horse again, but like we've lovingly given it a name, or like, so, something along those lines. And I was like, oh my God, we do see that horse again.
That's wild because that I mean that is true of like most of the horses. Huh. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Squiz is I don't know if the mic is picking up, but Squiz is banging at my door and screaming because the door is closed so that she doesn't make noise.
I mean,
And it is causing her to make more noise.
okay.
So I might just let her
I
in.
can't hear it, but sure. Francis says, welcome to the Shadowfacts podcast recap podcast. Oh no.
Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear her now?
Yes. Did you
Yeah,
hear
okay.
what I said about what Francis said in the chat?
No.
Francis said, welcome to the Shadowfacts podcast recap podcast.
I mean, the thing is that we could benefit from a recap.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Because that was
Okay.
recorded, those first
So
couple of
long
episodes
ago.
were recorded almost 3 years ago.
Yeah. Jeez. Um yeah. I think that's most of what I felt was relevant to share, if I remember
Yeah.
anything else as we go.
That's
Oh.
that is interesting. It's like bringing up. It's like a diver spelunking and bringing up like, corroded artifacts
Yeah.
from the past where it's like, "Oh, this is interesting. I don't really know what it means, but that's cool. That's nice."
Yeah.
Do should we um
Yeah.
should we do the broad overhead what we're doing, or do you
Oh,
think we're like in the weeds enough that it's too
sure.
late
No,
and we
we
should just
can.
press on?
I just want to say two things. One, Juliet
Hmm.
says, I know 3 years ago is a long time, but it feels like it should be 5 years ago, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like 5 years.
Um, also, Streamlabs is continuing to drop frames. It's staying in the like 33% over the last 2 minutes, like 34%. Like it's in that range and not like, 70 or above like it sometimes is. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping that because we are doing, not a video game with motion, that it will be okay. But please let me know, and also let us know if this sound balance is weird, because I like listened to the test recording and I was like, okay, gotta make some tweaks, and then I made those tweaks and then didn't do another test recording to see if they were good
Yeah.
tweaks.
Juliet says no drops on the viewer's side as far as I know, so that's
Okay.
good. Yes, shush, shush, that's too much. Yeah, and Francis
Okay.
says stream seems fine.
So we are the co-hosts of Shadowfacts, a podcast about Lord of the Rings, but only the horse parts, and we are fulfilling our third vow, which is to rank every horse in Lord of the Rings. Well, every horse that we discussed, as in named. um,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's what we're doing. Um, I'm Wesley. You can find me on Twitter and co-host at Horse Archivist, and my pronouns are he, him, and they, them. And my co-host, my fellow adventurer there and back again, is
Leo, my pronouns are they, them. You can find me at Chilo and Behold. It really is, it's there and back again because we're changed, we're different, we have different
yeah. I know
names and
it's funny
genders from the
because
beginning
like
of the podcast.
I know because literally I've been listening to our like early intro, and I'm like, wow, huh.
Huh. Hmm. Yeah, it is interesting personally to look back across the chasm of time and see what we were thinking about or not thinking about.
Yeah. Okay, you are in charge of the chat.
Yes, I've got it pulled up.
I
And we are in charge of horse decisions. Let's go.
am making Gandalf disappear, and also that black box.
Gandalf, more like Bandolf.
Gondalf.
Hey!
Also, I just want to say that, do you know who was responsible for naming Isildur's horse Isildur's horse?
I know. I don't want to know. I don't think anyone knows. So are we thinking rhyme or a soldier's horse here?
I think rhyme.
You say responsible, like
We
it's
made that decision so quickly. You were like, okay, here's my suggestion for what we name Isildur's horse. And I was like, yeah. And you were like, Isildur's horse. And I was like, great, done. And then you were like, and let's name that baker's dozen of horses the baker's dozen. And I was like, cool. Moving on.
joint authorship. Great.
Okay, rhyme.
Yes. Wow,
Shara.
this is so funny because it's such a huge hi squares. It's such a huge screen and such a little
Yeah,
bracket within it.
It looks, I have it zoomed in for the viewers.
The stream. Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks better on the stream than it does on our screens.
Um,
Yeah, Francis says you agreed immediately. Do not blame this on Leo.
okay, yeah, Francis
Sure.
was listening with me.
Shara and Isildur's horse.
Yeah, Shara is a chestnut with a stripe and a black horsehair swag. What do you think?
Mm. Hmm. Do you have strong thoughts and feelings about Shara?
No.
I might be leaning Isildur's horse.
Okay. Shara versus Hogan, a flea-bitten gray, the dark gray mane, named for the ranger's handlebar mustache and half pony.
I don't know. I don't know. This is bad. This is bad. I
yeah.
cannot be like
Okay, I'm
stumbling so much over.
I'm gonna go Hogan here.
Okay.
Shara versus Hickory, a chestnut with a stripe versus a chestnut.
I think I'm gonna go Hickory.
Yeah, it's a cute name. Shara versus Dusty, a dusty chestnut.
I gotta go Dusty.
Wow, okay. Shara versus Refuge, a saddled bay leaving Edoras. I might go Shara here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Snip, a dark horse with a snip versus Refuge.
It's good to see, the same minds at work that brought you Isildur's horse.
Yeah.
Let's do Snip.
Yeah. Medallion, a chestnut with a chest medallion.
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed.
This refuge.
This is bad. Let's do Refuge, I guess.
Medallion versus Rona.
Ugh, boy.
I know.
Let's do Rona.
Okay. Medallion versus Driven.
Driven. That's Driven for me.
Medallion versus Ned.
I know we're not generally an upvoting Ned family, but this might be Ned.
Yeah, I think it's Ned for me too. Medallion versus Chestnut. A chestnut.
Medallion, I guess.
No, I'm going chestnut.
Okay.
Medallion versus Brian. I've not gotten there yet, so I still don't know why we named him Brian.
Yeah, you are hours and hours and hours away from Brian or Medallion.
Yeah. I'm inclined to go Brian here, though.
Sure.
Medallion versus Haas.
God, I swear to God, I thought when it changed it said horse, and I was like, no, we didn't do that. No. Let's do Haas.
Okay. Bill the Pony versus Mushroom.
Oh boy. Man, you just told that anecdote about me being like, and we'll never see. Wait, was that about Enigma and Blaze, or was that about Cow and Mushroom?
I don't remember. It may have been about all of them, like you were talking about the Shire horses generally, but I'm not sure. I mean,
I think it's Bill, but I do really,
Bill,
really love Mushroom.
Yes.
Mushroom versus Quillinen. Oh no.
Shit.
Personal attachment versus objective beauty.
Yeah, I'm leaning Mushroom here.
Mushroom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. Glennon versus cow. How do we like mushroom? Like
Mushroom.
the
You can't
pairing
separate mushroom and cow,
is crucial, right? But I think we do have a favorite between them.
which is mushroom.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm torn here. It's not as clear to me as it is with
I love
mushroom.
all of my children equally. Next screen. I don't care for cow.
I do care
uh,
for cow.
I do care for cow.
No, I I think I would go cow here.
Okay.
Glennon versus King Visions. I know we love King
I think it's
Visions, but
Quillinen.
it's Glennon. Ah, Cinderella versus King Visions. Two of the best names in the whole podcast.
Yeah, truly. But this is another, like, King Visions is not that beautiful, but King Visions has, like, personality and is, indicative of something larger going on, and Cinderella is just like a pretty horse.
Yeah, a very striking horse
Yeah.
with a great name. I'm
Yeah.
leaning towards Cinderella.
Yeah. I don't, it's hard. It's hard. I think I might be slightly leaning King Visions, but
Hmm.
Cinderella is really good. So I'm okay if you wanna
Okay. Man,
if
I
you
love a
wanna
bay with a
assert yourself
long,
here.
glassy tail.
Okay. You can't hold me responsible for typos. You just can't. I can't
I
read.
don't. It's just I like it when they're funny.
Yeah.
um.
Uh who's the baby?
Oh yeah.
Okay, Squints.
Man, yawning
Squints has just put
already.
her butt fully on my laptop.
Oh, great. Princess Peach versus King Visions.
Um, this is hard because these are two Leo favorites.
Yeah, it's your decision here.
I think honestly it's King Visions.
Okay. Princess Peach versus Firecracker, a bright copper
Oh
chestnut with a
man.
lighter mane, show horse carriage with a pretty arched neck.
I think it might be Firecracker.
Wow. Princess Peach versus Honey Cake.
This for me is Princess Peach, but I understand that it may
I
not be for
know.
you.
Um, the thing is, like, I feel like we probably get a better look at Princess Peach. Like, the
Hmm.
horses from this particular scene are all, like, basically
So
little
far
blobs.
away.
Like, they're, yeah. Um,
Man,
and
we really missed out on not naming a horse Blob.
yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh, one
If
other
only there were
thing.
more horses for us to name, you know?
Uh huh. We have a conversation in one of the episodes about, I think the third one, about Gandalf's beard.
Okay.
And
Uh-huh.
then we're like, okay, after we get done with all the horse ranking and discussing, we're going to rank the facial hair of all the men.
No. 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 Ah! This is, I mean, this is before we understood the magnitude of the vows we had taken.
Yeah. That's
God.
when we were covering, a quarter of the book plus quarter of the movie
Yeah,
per
I remember
episode.
when we thought it was going to be 12 a 12 episode run.
The hubris. Okay, I'm okay going Princess Peach here.
Okay.
Sorka versus Honey Cake. I think it's
It's Sorka
Sorka.
for me.
Burnish versus Honey Cake.
Oh, I'm a Burnish
I
fan is the
know.
thing.
Jet versus Honey Cake.
Ooh. I like Jet, but I like honey cake too. So if you need to,
Yeah, I think I need I just there's a warmth of fondness for honey cake that I
like a
feel.
freshly baked honey cake
Yeah.
cooling on a little windowsill.
Jet versus Caress.
Mm. Human interaction.
I know.
But Jet got them perky ears. And you know how I feel about perky ears, which is positively.
Uh-huh. I don't know. I honestly I think I'm leaning Caress
Yeah,
because
that's fine.
like
We've really upvoted human interaction
yeah.
with horses
Oh,
because
good
of how
old
badly we
line
want to be
legs, Amontillado.
humans interacting with horses.
Yeah.
This is Amontillado.
Okay. Over Jet. Jet versus
Yeah.
Chevalsky.
Um, did you see that tweet I sent you about Przewalski horses being born?
No.
Yeah.
I that's weird. I
Maybe it was an Instagram. It was a while ago.
okay. I'll have to look back.
I thought Przewalski horses were like gone, but they're apparently still small breeding populations,
Oh wow.
which is cool. Um, I might go Przewalski.
Okay. Jet versus Controversy. The chestnut with the fuzzy noseband that might be a fat braid. A chiseled looking head like a statue. I think this was controversy because of arguments
Yeah,
uh
controversy.
over what
Bro,
fuzzy
it is
meant.
really truly we have made 1%. You cannot be yawning yet.
I've been yawning. I know, I'm sorry. mm. Is it controversy?
Mhm.
Okay. Jet versus Query. Not this
Um,
description. The chestnut with
which
the
is for narrow
question
cheek.
mark shaped blaze.
Maybe query. I think
Yeah.
query is kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely an unusual stripe shape. Jet versus Stratus.
Ooh. I they're both good, but Jet is cool.
Yeah, it's true. I'll go Jet here.
Okay.
Gourmet versus Stratus.
I think gourmet has almost always been an automatic upvote for us just because of the name.
Yeah. Is it still?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. We can let
Yeah.
it ride.
Okay. Uh, Fig versus Stratus.
Hmm. Fig does have the
Shapely ears.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
which is cute.
Yeah, I think
As
it's
much
Fig.
as I do personally like dapples with dark
Also,
legs, I
Fig
think
is named
it's Fig.
after one of Molly Knox Ostertag's cats.
Hmm. Yeah, Fig it is.
Toast is the other one. It's Fig and Toast.
Yeah.
You said that it was Mouse before, I think.
No, I think I said Winston, which is their dog. We
Oh,
named a horse Winston.
okay.
Nancy
Okay.
versus Stratus.
Oh, um, I think probably Nancy.
Yeah.
Holdwine versus
Showing the channel
Stratus.
bias
It's
towards Nancy.
it's Holdwine, the pony Mary rides on his return to the Shire. Yeah, Leo.
Can you not hear me?
Now I can.
I said yes.
Okay. Spear Maiden versus Stratus. It's Spear Maiden for me.
Yeah, I think so.
Breck versus Stratus.
This is Stratus for me.
Yeah, okay. Breck versus Morwen. I think it's
This is Brack.
Breck. Prince versus Morwen.
Uh, from Wesley the Prince hater, weirdly.
I don't hate Prince. I like
You're
Prince
just
better than I
weirdly
like
neutral on him.
Snowmane.
Ugh. Yeah, I think it's
um,
Prince for me.
okay. Kodiak versus Morwen.
I think I might go Kodiak.
Yeah, I think it's Kodiak. I feel fond of Morwen just because of like the book character she's named after, but um yeah. Okay, Nifredil versus Morwen.
We have been so all over the map about the elvish horses.
Yeah. This one has a bony face.
hmm Now, bony can mean like
A lot of different
like
things.
yeah, bony can read positively or negatively. Like they could look like chiseled and statuesque.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and bony could also mean uh, kind of a weird lumpy guy.
Yeah, kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of the horses being used as a pack horse, and
hmm
I feel like in general the less pretty horses end up in that role.
Fucked up to impose a hierarchical,
I mean, except for Legolas's fucking horse.
the ugliest horse in Middle Earth. God bless him and keep him.
um so I don't know. I might go Morwen here, but
Okay, that's fine. I don't feel very strongly about Nifredel in particular. I was just
okay.
pointing out
Yeah. I
that
do
we
I like the name Nifredil, but
it's a good name.
yes, we are all over the place. Nifredil versus Potato.
I feel like Potato usually gets an upvote from us, but I'm okay if we want to do Nifredil here
No,
because
I think
as much
it's
as
Potato.
okay, onward. Nifredil versus Downpour.
A light gray dapple
This
with
might be
dark
Downpour.
legs. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nifredil versus Pythagoras, who has a cool face marking. I think it's Pythagoras for me.
Yeah, that's fine. You like all the gimmick
Yeah,
um
the gimmick
markings.
markings.
Squiz.
Nifredil versus Balfa, the
Oh,
beefier of
beefier.
beefiest.
I feel like Belfa always makes decisions complicated because um
Yeah, if it was one or the other, like we would
if
have a
it was
clear
Britta who is simply beefy, I would be decided. And if it was Balgal, the beefiest, I would also be decided.
in the other direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um
I
I
might go Nifredil here. In part because I'm doing some metagaming here because I know that we have sorted Balfa way up and way down.
mm, okay. Sure. Why not? Croissant
I mean, you feel free to
versus
disagree.
Balfa.
I'd do Belfa here.
Croissant versus Marielle. You want Marielle.
Ariel. Yeah.
Croissant versus Lomsty.
You want Lomsty?
I think so.
Yeah, I know.
Croissant versus Mahogany.
Mahogany is one of the ones who I remembered
Yeah.
being pretty, even though we did not denote it
Croissant
at all.
versus Sorrel Soot. I feel like Sorrel Soot always gets
Sorrels.
the vote because of its like Redwall ass name.
Yeah.
Croissant versus Cassowary. I'm gonna go Cassowary here.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Croissant versus Turnip.
Let's turn up.
Croissant versus Blossom.
God, Nat was so right when she pointed out that we have a strong food names bias.
Yeah. I just look, food names are cute names.
Yeah, like turnip. Turnip is
Turnip
just
the
a,
cart
like a
horse
10 out of 10.
pulling a cart
I
full of
know. I
turnips.
know. Ugh.
Incredible.
I know
Um
you like Blossom because you named Blossom.
yeah, but I'm going rogue and voting against. I'm going Rye over Blossom also.
From our toast phase.
Yeah.
From our bread's phase.
Gilroth versus Blossom. It's Gilroth for me because of the rain banners.
Yep, works for me.
Scarlet versus Blossom. It's Scarlet, the
Hmm.
Roni Chestnut. Fanya
Scarlet
versus
Theroni
Blossom.
Chestnut. It's Fanya.
It's
Fanya.
Fanya. Ruxbo versus
It's
Blossom.
Ruxbo.
Pumpernickel versus Blossom. It's Pumpernickel. Seersucker versus Blossom.
Mm. Why did we name this horse Seersucker?
Because it has a skinny stripe. And it's kind of asymmetrical, and so I think you were thinking about the like sort of wrinkling of the stripes in seersucker, which
Yeah,
we
maybe.
discovered
Or
seersucker does not necessarily have to be striped, but it commonly is.
yeah. Okay, yeah. That tracks. Um, I could go either way here.
Okay, I think I'm returning to Blossom here. Seersucker
Yeah,
versus Cider
cider.
versus Walnut.
I do like walnut.
Yeah. Seersucker versus Leonardo.
uh, but remember, Leonardo is not my name kin here. I've decided.
Right, it's that other one,
Leo Beam.
Leia Beam.
Um,
What do you think then?
let's do seersucker.
Okay. Almond versus Leonardo. It's Almond for me.
Almond.
D'Artagnan versus Leonardo.
I think it's D'Artagnan.
Harlequin versus Leonardo. It's
Harlequin.
Harlequin. Haddock versus Leonardo. Fish phase all the
Fish
way.
face.
The Cresting Herd versus Leonardo.
Oh. What did we say about the cresting herd when you just listened? Because you just
Yeah,
listened to that
yeah, I
episode.
did. We debated about whether or not to count them, and we decided that we should count them. And we thought they should have a group name, but a cool name. And apparently, I actually came up with the final version, the Cresting Herd. Um, you had suggested the word crest in some way, but I had forgotten that. Like, I was like, how about the Cresting Herd? Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, we felt fairly positive about them, but we weren't like raving or anything.
Yeah. Huh. Hmm. this is another we've been really up and down on the cresting
Yeah,
herd.
it's tough.
I
I
think I would take them over Leonardo.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
Quill versus Leonardo. Quill is liver chestnut, so I'm going for Quill. Pine Barrens versus Leonardo.
Let's do Leonardo here.
Really? You're voting against Pine Barrens?
I mean, you can overrule me.
Hmm. Why? Why Leonardo
Very dark bay.
versus Dark Bay?
Hmm.
Okay. But Pine Barrens has a cooler name.
Yeah. We could do Pine Barrens. Pine Barrens is a great weird name for a horse.
Yeah. Time versus Leonardo.
Time.
Scotty versus Leonardo. Scotty who has the
Uh,
rider phasing out of existence. As a person who just watched an episode and a half of Star Trek this morning, I'm voting for Scotty.
yeah, that's fine.
Robespierre versus Leonardo. I know you
Oh,
want
I'm
Robespierre.
fond of Robespierre.
Yeah. Rear guard versus Leonardo. A coppery chestnut versus a very dark bay.
Hmm. I could go either way. I do like the coppery chestnut.
Yeah. Should we ask the chat?
Sure.
Okay. Give us your opinion. I am gonna mute myself and eat a Dorito real quick.
Okay. You gotta fuel up with your warrior fuel for our stream. Francis says Leonardo.
Okay.
Nat is here. Nat,
Hi,
just in
Nat.
time to vote. Do you want Leonardo, the very dark bay, or rearguard, the coppery chestnut? Francis says Rito break.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
Oh, Nat also votes Leonardo. I think that clinches it. It's Leonardo.
Interesting. Okay. Um, dear beloved house ghost, I am so cold. Can I please have some
Buddy,
kind of sweater?
buddy. Are you still wearing the blanket that you were wearing
I'm
before?
wearing a shawl, thank you very much, and I have a blanket and a heating pad over my lap, but my like arms and upper body are cold.
Nat clarifies that her vote of Leonardo is about separating it into my
Mm.
current first and
Yes.
prospective middle name, Leonardo.
Uh-huh. What if you and Emma just both change your last names to Nardo?
Hey, actually, Emma's not watching the stream, so but I'll pitch this to her later. The Nardos.
Okay.
Ugh.
Great.
So for some reason, like pluralizing it really makes it way worse.
Yeah.
That says Emma Nardo.
Wait, can I do
Ugh.
like Manhattan or something? Or a man of war? You can look up the recipe.
A man of you're gonna have a horse cocktail for the horse stream?
I forgot that that's a horse name.
he's not just a horse, he's like the horse.
Yeah, in like racing.
Yeah, but like half of like like a vast percentage of like modern racing thoroughbreds are they're straight up all descended from man o' war.
Yeah. I just I don't know. I despite my love of horses have never paid a lot of attention to racehorse stuff. So it's
Yeah,
just sort
that's
of
fine.
like
I'm
a
not like big on
vague.
horse racing. I just have like a couple of
Yeah.
race horses that I've read like biographies about
Yeah.
and care about.
I do remember. Did you read National Velvet?
I didn't actually.
Mm. That has like a horse racing situation in it,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah, I think that's about racing.
I watched the movie also, but um
It's
I don't.
about a 14-year-old girl named Velvet Brown who trains and rides her horse, named the Piebald, to victory in the Grand National Steeplechase.
Oh, I was hoping National Velvet was the name of the horse.
Yeah, National Velvet is a great horse name. But Steeplechase is not like, I mean, it is a race, but it's like horse cross country
Mm-hmm.
where
Yeah.
there's like jumps and water to go through and
Yeah.
stuff.
I remember really enjoying the book. Um,
Maybe when Shadowfacts is uh finally done, we can do a horse girl podcast and read, National Velvet and Misty of
I
Chincoteague and
well, my friend Flicka, I would love to reread. Um, that was that was great. Um, yeah, yeah,
yeah. Put it, keep it in mind. Put it on the
yeah.
back burner.
Mm-hmm.
These are
Maybe,
bold words for
yeah. I
people
mean,
73% through the summer.
maybe we could do like more of like a book club stream. I
Mm.
just never want to edit a podcast episode again.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that's fair. Listen, you accidentally make a 4-hour podcast once and it changes you molecularly.
Yeah. Okay, Rearguard versus Widnild. It's Widnild for me.
With yeah.
Rearguard versus Britta. I think this is Britta.
Okay.
Rearguard versus Erkenbrand.
Mm,
Is it Erkenbrand for you?
well, if it was Fake and Brand, it would be Fake and Brand for me, but I do like Fake and Brand more than Erk and Brand.
Hmm.
I acknowledge that's backwards, but
Okay, we'll take
we spend
Rearguard.
more time with Erk and Brand.
Yeah. Fearless versus Erkenbrand. I'm going
Oh,
Fearless.
okay.
Erkenbrand versus Farrier. Human interaction.
Yeah, I think I'm going Farrier.
Erkenbrand versus Saphira. Our regrettable
Maybe Erk and
dragon
Brand.
face.
Our regrettable dragon phase. Who would ever guess that we would be like absolute ride or die for fish phase and regret our dragon phase?
I don't know. I mean, because it's like using names that other people have named dragons, like those names are just gonna be cringe.
Yeah. Wow. Wesley said dragons are cringe. You heard it here first.
I mean, not all of them, but fucking, we used fucking Saphira from Aragon. Terrible.
A perfect series.
Ugh.
Um,
Okay. Saphira
yeah.
versus Nandrew. It's Nandrew.
Okay. Wow, you are anti dragon phase today.
I'm anti-Saphira today.
Yeah, that's fair.
Saphira versus Simlish, which we
I think
have
I'm leaning Simlish.
very little information about, but I'm leaning Simlish. Also, Saphira versus Variably. I like Variably. Saphira
You
versus
sound so mad.
Steady. Is it
I
can
I
Steady?
like I think Steady is a really nice name for both a pack horse and a horse with a star
Yeah.
because it's like a
Oh,
guiding
yeah, like a
star.
yeah.
Yeah.
Saphira versus Marl.
Marl.
I think it's Marl. Yeah. Is
Nat
that
says I'm offended on behalf of the Inheritance trilogy.
really?
Stroganoff. Yeah, Nat's a fan.
Nat's
Nat and
an
I
Nat's an Aragon fan?
Nat and I have talked about what we remember of the Aragon series. Nat says we have to respect Saphira a little.
Hmm.
Saphira versus Stroganoff. This one is no competition.
I just can a book written by like a 17-year-old homeschooler actually be good?
Disrespectful. Um,
Look, I am a homeschooler. I loved
I know.
it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's great.
Um,
And
no, I mean, you know, it's, it's fine. There's stuff that's I remember being interesting about that series and stuff that
okay,
was not.
that's fair. I think probably my memory of it is somewhat tainted by the movie,
Yeah,
uh,
the movie was real
which
fucking bad.
was not good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nat says, I can't defend it at all, but I was a huge dragon kid. Was it good? I hardly remember. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
okay.
This was a couple of years ago. Nat and I had a conversation on Twitter comparing what we remembered about the series, and it was
Mm.
fascinating because there was almost no overlap.
Wow. Um, okay, Saphira versus Stroganoff.
It's Stroganoff. She's Strogan on my off.
Sorry.
Saphira versus Medusel.
Yeah. Uh, Meduseld is one of, I don't know, is probably my least favorite of the inanimate horses we ended up naming.
Yeah, less favorite than Saphira.
I- I'm willing for it to be out of respect for our dear friend Nat.
Okay, that's fine.
Thirsty versus Meduseld, it's
He's
thirsty.
thirsty.
Stormfront versus Meduseld.
Hmm.
I think Stormfront
Stormfront
is
is a great little
cool
horse name.
as a name, yeah. Helena or Helena versus Meduseld.
I don't remember this horse at all, so I'm gonna vote Medusel.
Okay. Helena versus Vaco, which means cloak. A light gray
I
dapple
like
with
Vaco.
a light tail, distressed fabric over rump. Sure. Helena versus Snow Thrice.
No
It's Snow
thrice.
Thrice. Helena versus Olive. I
Olive.
think it's Olive. Helena versus Goldrith, a white horse. It might be
I
Helena
do
for
like.
me.
Oh, I was about to say I like the name Goldrith.
Okay. Helena versus Snow Twain.
It's Snow Twain. Not
Helena
as good as Snow
versus
Thrice, but
Paisley. You're anti
I'm gonna vote
Paisley.
Helena. I am. I'm gonna vote Helena here.
Okay, Handsome versus Paisley. It's probably Handsome.
Nat says Medusel is not even a real horse, and then thank you.
Fleetwood versus Paisley. It's Fleetwood for me.
Yeah,
Aglareb versus Paisley. A flea bitten
Aglareb.
dapple with very gray legs and blocky head,
Yeah, that's fine.
ridden by elf with standard. Really?
Yeah.
I like Paisley, though, as a pattern.
Well, that's on you. I can't help you with that.
Affirmed versus Paisley.
This can be Paisley if you want.
Okay.
You can have Paisley.
Affirmed versus
I gift it to you.
Shadow. It's Shadow for me.
Yeah, same. Because Eric Gordon's there.
Affirmed versus Cake.
I think Cake.
Affirmed versus Charming.
Wish we remembered why we named the source Charming.
I think that we may have just named it Charming because we had named Cinderella in the same episode. And
Oh,
so
interesting.
then I was like, what about Charming like Prince Charming?
Yeah.
That's my theory.
Yeah, that seems very plausible to me.
Um I think I'm going to go with Charming here though.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't feel strongly about affirmed. I
Affirmed
do like Till
versus
though.
Till. Affirmed
Till,
versus
Till.
Sockless. A
Maybe
muted and dusty
Sockless.
colored bay. Okay. Affirmed versus Herald. Like
Harold, like,
the flag. Like the
not the old man version.
not the old man version. I might go affirmed here.
Okay.
Carnelian versus Harold. Oh, that's weird. I've always said carnelian, and you've been saying carnelian, and then that's what I've started saying, but I don't know if you're pronouncing it correctly or not. If the chat could weigh
That's a,
in,
that's a
that would be
that's a
helpful.
fascinating way to be like, I'm not sure that you're pronouncing it correctly is a fascinating way to say I don't know how it's pronounced.
No, I'm just
Let me
saying,
see.
like, I don't know if I can trust your pronunciation or not.
Wow, what the fuck?
What does the IPA say?
Well, I looked it up, but I'm not gonna tell you now.
Please.
You have to promise not to let it go to your head.
Okay. I
It's carnelian.
thank you. Um okay. Uh Anyways, Carnelian versus Harold. I vote Carnelian.
Yeah, same.
Froomlith versus Harold.
Broomlith.
It's Froomlith. Shaft versus Harold.
I might go Harold here.
Okay. Shaft versus Jedediah.
Ugh. I don't like Jedediah very much.
Yeah.
I feel like it was an appropriate name because of the facial hair situation,
Yeah.
but I don't feel strongly about the horse.
Yeah. The one thing about that horse that makes me consider it is that its ear is like catching the light and shining. So you get that,
Yeah.
like sun
Nice halo
through the
effect
yeah.
through the little ear hairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do Jedediah.
Okay. Shaft versus Charger.
Oh, Emma's here now.
Hi, Emma.
Emma, everyone was pitching instead of Nardo being my middle name that we take Nardo as our last name so we could be Emma and Leonardo.
What middle name would you take if Nardo was your last name?
Samwise Gamgee. No, I don't know. I have not really thought that hard about middle names.
Yeah. Okay. It's the thing I'm enjoying about re-listening to our podcast. I mean, one, I think we're funny. I'll say it. It's nice. Um but like I just Tolkien does such good characterization, and we're like excited about it, and it's nice to like remember all of that,
Yeah.
and like remember those like early um I don't know, signs of like who Sam is as a person and who Ottergorn is. And like, I like
Yeah.
just listened to us talking about the scene where like Frodo wakes up in Rivendell and Sam comes and like holds his hand and blushes and is like,
Yeah.
it's warm. It's been so cold through these long nights. And we're like, oh my God, Sam has been just sitting there holding his hand night after night.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious. I have not watched Lord of the Rings as not part of this project since we started it.
Yeah.
And I'll be very curious at the end.
What it's like to rewatch it as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um yeah. Okay. Shaft versus Charger.
Mm,
I'm kind of leaning Shaft here, and
yeah,
I don't know. I think
because you have a cart horse bias.
cuz I have a cart horse bias, and I don't know, Charger makes me mad as a name. I I don't know.
Yeah, we can do Shaft.
I don't know why. I don't know why I'm like ugh about it.
What has stronger bleh reaction, Charger or Saphira?
They're different.
Yeah.
Winston versus Charger.
See, this is what I was.
Yeah.
Winston is the dog. Uh, we could do Winston, given your feelings on Charger, because I don't feel
Okay.
that's
I
favorite Charger.
guess it's partly, it's like Charger is such a like war horse connotation.
I mean, a lot of these horses are war
No,
horses.
I mean, I know, but I think naming a horse Charger, it feels, I don't know, it feels like a guy naming his dog like a toxic masculinity name.
A guy naming his dog toxic masculinity. Got it.
You know, like
Yeah.
it's too like tough, and I don't know,
Yeah.
like we named that horse, it's fine. But I like that's the emotional reaction I'm having to it.
Okay.
Um is like I think like the name is amplifying an aspect of horses that I am not particularly into, which is like the battle and war side of
Yeah.
things, you know, and I
Yeah.
prefer names that sort of amplify or focus on their beauty or comedic charm.
Yeah, that's fair. Horses as like a tool of violence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Then let's take our nice little old man Harold.
Old Man Harold versus Charger. It's Harold. Stronghelm versus Charger. Um
Maybe Stronghelm.
I yeah, they're not like that different in vibes, but I think I like Stronghelm better.
I think the vibes are different because Stronghelm feels like more of like a like fake ass Viking name slash warrior cats.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's some level of goofiness in there.
Yeah. Hope versus Charger. It's Hope for me.
Sure.
Jacksum versus Charger. I think it's Jacksum.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's do one more and then
Free.
maybe take our little
Oh,
hour
yeah.
break.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Freedom versus Charger.
I don't care. I don't care about
I
either of
okay.
these horses.
I'm
Unpopular opinion.
yeah, I'm actually going to vote Charger over Freedom,
Okay.
mostly just cuz I like bays better than chestnuts. Okay. Um should I save our progress?
Yes, please do.
Okay.
We'll be
Um
back in like 6 or 7 minutes.
yeah, sure.
10 minutes.
Let's um go for 5 after. So 9 minutes based
Sounds
on
good.
France's computer clock at least. Okay, see you soon.
Wish I was still eating that. That's fine.
Okay,
Everyone can know. I wish I was eating more of Emma's delicious bread.
great. I wish I was eating Emma's delicious bread. I saw a reel on Instagram today from some bakery that was making like giant, supposedly focaccia, although it didn't really look like focaccia in terms of like there was no like oil on top. but they were like huge, flat-ish loaves of bread, and they were like, our goal is to have like a really big like crumb structure and air bubbles, and then they slice it open and it's just like you take small like sort of sourdough texture of bread and scale the whole thing up. It was great to look at, I think.
That sounds so good. Emma made fugassa, which is like a bread from a region of France. It's like a from in like the province, and it's really good. It's like kind of similar to focaccia in that it's like a high hydration dough that then gets like oiled while it rises, so it's really crispy and crunchy and fucking good. And I had like 3 bites, and those were great, but I wish I had had like 13 bites.
Damn.
She posted a picture of it in the Discord if you want to look at a beautiful bread.
I thought I maybe saved the bread video because I thought you might want to see it, and I apparently
You were right.
didn't.
Okay, now you are wrong.
Hmm.
Francis says, I want bread. Come have some while it's still warm. Uh-oh.
Oh, Emma says,
Emma
I'll put
says,
it
I'll
in the
put it in the
tube.
tube.
Yeah. God, I wish the BCFT were real.
America's and Canada's most important infrastructure priority.
Yeah. uh, um, hmm. Well, if I find the focaccia reel, I'll send it to you.
Good.
Okay. Shall we continue with...
Yeah, back to business.
Yes. Okay. Whew. Let's reapply some lip balm.
Your emotional support chapstick.
Yeah. Today, I'm using actually, wait, is it? Okay. You know the makeup and skincare brand that starts with the sound gloss? Is it Glossier, like the French pronunciation, or is it Glossier?
I've always said it Glossier in my head, but I'm not
That's
sure.
that's my default, but then I'm like, am I being weird? Um Anyways, it's glossierrosebalm.com, which is, they market as universal skin salve. Um some of them have like tint, but the rose one is clear or
Yeah, didn't
mostly
I give that to
clear.
you?
No, I ordered this.
I thought a couple of years ago, someone gave me like a multi-pack um of those like the bomb.coms,
Uh-huh.
and there was 3 flavors, one of which was rose, which I don't really like, and one of which was birthday cake, and the other was like
Mm-hmm.
a flavor I actually wanted. And this was when you were here. I thought I gave you the rose one, but that also would have been like
Weird.
years ago, so maybe that's not true.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Emma, yes. Thank you for redeeming your highlighted message. I do want you to bring me more bread.
Great. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember that. It's possible that I was in a different place lip balm wise at that point. Um
Spiritually, geographically, lip
yeah,
balm
cuz I
wise.
think at that point I was still using all pomegranate oil Burt's Bees, right? I hadn't switched
Possibly.
I hadn't switched to chapstick brand chapstick yet.
No, you were using chapstick. No, you were using chapstick brand chapstick.
Oh, okay. Huh. Okay. Well, I don't know. I like the rose balm one, and I was wearing my fucking like history bounding like vampire outfit today, and so it felt luxe. It felt
Yeah.
appropriate to have something a little more I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those of you who have not seen my outfit, I'm wearing the great like uh 18th century essentially shirt that Francis made for me, and my little like dark green vest and high-waisted corduroy pants. I mean, you couldn't see that on video, but that's
No, but I
what's
did open the
happening there.
video call and I immediately said that you looked like a vampire.
Yeah. um Wait, okay, I am gonna actually post a picture in the Discord of my outfit because I took one outside earlier today.
I hear the red fairy coming. Oh, that's the Pharaoh Fest.
Yeah,
Thank you.
like
Bread,
my
bread, bread,
favorite
bread.
vest. I'm so. I don't. I feel so lucky to have found this vest. Like it was a, Goodwill find years ago. And it's been so good to me.
Yeah, it's a good vest. It's easily my favorite vest that I've worn, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I really do. I have those vests, those vintage vest knitting patterns, and I really want to make one and like, use because the pattern looks like a similar shape to my vest, and I want to see if I can like make something that
Recreate it.
is really similar, and if I can do so, I will share the pattern with you.
Yeah, that would be great.
Mhm. Okay. Sorry, it's just nice to hang out and talk.
Yeah, but we only do that for content, so let's make content.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, here we go. Gondorf is disappearing.
Wow, this bread is so fucking good.
Good. I'm very happy for you and your gluten consumption. I'm gonna eat a chip into the microphone out of spite.
Um, you have been eating gluten.
Mm, yeah, but I've cut back a lot
Oh,
because
really?
yeah. Um,
The last I remember you telling me this is you were very, I don't want to say you were bragging about eating gluten, but you seem very pleased with yourself about eating gluten.
yeah, I mean I love eating gluten, but um it makes my brain feel bad, and it takes a little bit to notice that, and
Mhm.
it's like a gradual cumulative thing. And then I hit a point where I'm just like I feel so angry and agitated, and like I just want to like yell at everyone who talks to me.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I'm like, "Oh, I've been eating gluten for multiple days in a row." And then I stop and I feel better.
Do you have that also with like fermented gluten products?
Like sourdough?
Or sorry, not fermented, cultured. Like sourdough versus like standard, you know, white bread.
Um, I don't know. I have not tried just consuming cultured gluten. I also have not tried consuming gluten that is not wheat. So like spelt, rye, etc., barley, whatever. And that's probably worth doing. But yeah, so I'm still like, I will eat gluten sometimes. I'm not like totally, 100% off it, but I have kept it much less than I was doing for a while.
Yeah, since it says title case, bread rage.
Yeah, it sucks. Mm. Okay, freedom versus Bolin.
Olin, I guess.
Yeah. Is this. I'm assuming this is a name that was submitted by somebody.
Yeah,
It's the name of a Legend of Korra character, right?
that is. I think that's Bolin. Yeah, it's Bol Bolin. Bolin is the Legend of Korra.
Oh, okay.
Legend of character. Great.
Okay, interesting. Then I have no idea what this name is about.
Mark Bolan was a pioneer of the glam rock movement,
Oh,
an English guitarist. The
okay.
Bolan Pass is a natural gateway through the Toba Kakar range in Pakistan. That's what I got from a quick Google.
Okay.
Bolan, Iowa is a community.
A community, huh?
Yeah.
Great. I mean, I think.
The website, the municipal website for Bolan, Iowa is titled Bolan, Iowa, community.
Huh. I live in an unincorporated community and unincorporated territory. I don't remember what the official term is. I'll have to look that up. But like, it's a very small grouping of buildings that is not a town, but does have its own name. Like there's a name for the place,
Yeah.
and I know it's an unincorporated something. Okay, Bolin. Freedom versus Jasper. It's Jasper. Yeah.
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
Freedom versus
Hmm.
Bear. I think it's Bear.
Yeah. We fucking hate freedom.
Freedom versus Freddy with an I.
Uh, oh, man.
I'm going Freddy with an I.
Freddy with an I, yeah.
Freedom versus Chester the Chestnut.
It's Chester the Chestnut for me.
Custard. Whoa, we've just totally changed gears. They were like, well,
Yeah,
obviously
they
you
gave up
hate
on freedom.
freedom, so like we're
Why do
doing
I
something else.
bother?
Custard versus
It's
Isquayen.
Brian.
Fuck.
This is another like our personal association. But here's the thing. I like cream and custard, but they're not as meaningful to me as cow and mushroom.
Yeah.
So I think mm,
Yeah. I think like I'm feeling extra fond of custard right now because I literally just listened to us naming them.
yeah, well,
Um
I don't know if you heard me, but I start to say I was leaning Isquayan and then I
yeah. Yeah. Um and I don't know. And like we were so excited about every horse we got to name.
well, we didn't know. We didn't know.
We didn't know, but it's sweet. I don't know. It's nice to look back on. Um
Yeah.
but also Isfahan is so
Gorgeous.
fucking cool. Like
Gorgeous.
so striking. Do we have a picture of that horse? Did we? That is like that's Return of the King. We were taking screenshots by that point, right?
Yes, but we weren't taking screenshots
Of
super
like every
consistently.
yeah, it was
Let
just
me look on the Twitter really fast, and then let me see if I can do.
a
Barring
Google.
that, I'll do a quick Google.
I just like the like Isquayan means smoke stained,
Which is a great
and
name.
like we worked hard for that name because that is literally like that is what that horse looks like. It is like I don't know, black smoke has billowed up from underneath it and is sort of like creeping up its body.
Okay, I'm sending you the picture we have of Esquire in Discord. It's a link to our Twitter so you can open it and share it in the screen share.
Okay.
And then I'm also seeing, oh, this is all gonna be fucking Hobbit stuff. Yeah, I think that's the picture we have.
This is not a good picture.
It's what we have.
I mean, it's fine. It does show kind of like the very velvety muzzle fading into the face, and like that the mane is kind of ombre. Hold on. Let me look at Streamlabs to see if yeah.
I mean,
Um
you can really see like the stain around like it's and how smooth the gradient is around
where did it go? God, that's the episode where Aragorn was wearing that outfit. Oh yeah, in that next.
that
I
outfit.
found that shirt that I have that
Ooh.
reminds me of that shirt of his. It's a red shirt. Um oh wait, I was gonna not open this big. Okay. I because I have the Streamlabs thing zoomed in, I'm like trying to figure out like how to give our viewers actually a view of this. Okay, I think that's
Speaking of Viggo Mortensen, I was
the best I
talking
can do
with
right
some
now.
friends about Oscar stuff last night, and
Mm-hmm.
I bummed myself out realizing that like Viggo Mortensen's like two Oscars for Best Picture are for Return of the King and Green Book.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Emma responds to my thing about where I live with unincorporated township. At least that's what it's called in Michigan. That might be what it is. I'll have to look it up on Wikipedia.
Yeah, I definitely had it in my head as unincorporated community.
Yeah. I mean, they might be different things. There might be different
Yeah.
levels. You know, my unincorporated whatever consists of two defunct art galleries and like two houses.
Yeah.
And a general store
In the general
of
store.
sorts. Um okay, so viewers, that's Isquayan. Can you also do a Google?
Yeah, so everything that I was seeing for Elrond horse is him riding a horse in the Hobbit trilogy.
Ugh. The
Or
Hobbit
it's,
trilogy
you know,
has ruined
I know.
everything.
Yeah. Or it's you know, like figurines of Elrond on a totally different horse.
um
Here's someone's oh boy, here's a really, really bad um Elrond figurine with a horse that is kind of Isquayan-esque.
okay, hold on. I'm
Man, how do How do elves feel about horses? Because the whole thing about the relations between like elves and mortals is they're like, damn, y'all are so mortal, and horses are even more mortal, you know?
Yeah, it's true. But I mean, they ride horses like without tack.
Yeah.
So, like, they seem to have a more, um, let's say, collaborative relationship with horses, you know?
Yeah, but I wonder because, like a horse lives maybe 30 years under good circumstances
Yeah,
and is not rideable for that entire time.
yeah. I know. I don't know. Maybe there are elf horses that live longer.
Oh, yeah.
Um, I I was googling Elrond horse Return of the King to see if that
Mm-hmm.
helped narrow things. It did not, but I have seen a few pictures of Arwen on her horse during that processional, and that horse is quite pretty. So if that horse comes up in the ranking again, that gives me more. I don't know. Um,
I mean, that's New Quernerin, who we know we love during the
yeah, but I
processional.
think I felt like yeah, pretty horse, but I didn't have like Quillenin. I have like a very vibrant memory of.
Yeah.
Um and like Arwen's horse was much less like that.
Yeah. Um, did you look at the bad figurine I sent you slash show to the
Oh, I okay, I will.
stream?
Hold on. Okay, let's see. Oh god.
Yeah. Here, let me. It's it's something.
Hmm. I can't. Ugh, okay. I'm going to just move the thing in Streamlabs. Oh, wait. No, that's not right. Fuck. It's not the right thing. Let's see. It's window capture. Let's move that up. Okay.
Francis says, "Fuck yeah," and Nat says, "Oh my God, is he okay?"
Sorry, I have like black bars in place to cover like the top of browser windows, and it makes it more difficult to show people things. But I think that's a decent view.
Emma
Um,
seems like he's thriving actually,
I
and
don't
Nat
think
says, "I
so.
don't know that I would describe this as thriving."
It's a real take on Elrond.
Yep,
Also, if
and
that's
it
supposed to be
is.
Ispayan, like its black muzzle is totally gone, and its
I
mane
know,
and tail
but
aren't
the
ombre at all.
everything else I've seen of Elrond, he is
He's on a
riding
bay.
a brown horse.
Yeah.
So I think that's intended to be.
Hmm. Even though he's all like battly.
I mean, it's a white horse, so.
Hmm. Okay.
Oh, here's a nicer. Oh my God, hold on, wait. I found better. Here,
Okay.
I found better figurine, and this one actually looks more like Isquan.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. We're doing a bad job actually ranking horses today. I just have to say.
Well, but we are looking at Lord of the Rings Toy Biz figure lot Elrond, Arwen, Frodo, Galadriel horse on worthpoint.com. And that's,
Oh. Okay, hold on. Let me. Um. Let me. Wait, which. Nope. Which color block?
yeah, that
There
that
we
looks
go.
good on the stream right now.
No, yeah, but I wanted. I want. There we go.
And you can see just the little top of Frodo's head. Right, that one has some like color on the muzzle. Some very nice little flyaway main
Yeah.
bits.
Is. Wow, that, like. If you look at Elrond's costume, like, the cord
It looks
tying
good.
his robe has, like,
Yeah.
cord texture. Hmm.
These figurines actually do look pretty good.
Is that's supposed to be Aspaloth though, not Ispayan?
Aspaloth
Because,
doesn't have a dark muzzle though.
well, okay, Aspaloth is played by three different horse actors.
That's true.
But like that's Arwen in that outfit
Costume, yeah.
with the sword, and Frodo like in
Mm-hmm.
injured horse riding position.
Yes, of course.
So like,
Yeah, no, I think that's a good read. That's probably supposed to be Aspaloth.
yeah, I don't know.
Clearly, no one else cares about this horse the way that we care about this horse.
Yeah, apparently. It's such a good horse.
It's a good horse.
Okay. Back to the sorter. Let me adjust my thing here. Actually,
Emma
okay,
says
I am
sideways.
turn
They
back.
fell over.
Window capture. Move that down again. Okay. There we go. Um,
I don't feel any closer to answering this question.
yeah.
Just by our like 20-minute tangent.
Hmm. I am leaning very slightly toward Isquayan.
Yeah. I mean that's what I said at the very beginning of this
Yeah.
conversation.
Okay, custard versus moderne.
That's custard.
Quality versus moderne.
Ooh. Uh, this is tough because I mean,
I know.
I feel like we settled pretty firmly on this with those Hobbit horses at the end, but the thing is we don't really spend I'm emotional about quality because I'm emotional about Faramir, and I feel like we named that horse so well, but we spend very little time with quality.
We spend more time with quality than we do with the Hobbit horses as they return to the Shire, to be fair.
Yeah, that's true.
I vote quality here.
Yeah, I agree.
Speaking of Hobbit horses as they return to the Shire, Lomera versus moderne.
I think this one's modern.
Are you kidding?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. I thought so. I just, like, I don't know. I had to double check. Okay, Lomera it is. Champagne frosted versus moderne.
I think champagne frosted.
Yeah. We do love moderne's beefiness, but champagne frosted was such a cool color and was in that episode of just like so many horses were a cool color. Shehalem versus moderne. Shehalem being
A Wesley
the
favorite.
horse that reminds me of my horse from when I was 13 and 14.
Emma says, boy, that really frosts my champagne.
Mm. I vote Shahalem here. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Cartwright versus versus Materne.
I think it's Cartwright.
Yeah. Tide versus Modern. Tide being a gray dapple slash blue roan with a black mane and tail, darker at front and gets lighter toward the back. Modern, in
Mm.
case you don't know, is part of the trio of Deco Nouveau and Modern is the beefy one.
But Tide, this is tough. Modern is cool. I like the trio. Tide is extremely cool.
Yeah, I think it's Tide.
Tide, yeah.
Dijon versus Modern. Dijon, the mustardy bay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna vote against your own mustardy bay, Leo?
I can't vote against a mustardy bay.
Okay, Dijon it is. Vega versus Modern. Fuck.
Ugh. That says mustardy.
I'm leaning Vega here.
Because of the floof.
The floof, the little star, the like noseband that is different than some of what we see,
Yeah.
the emotional conversation between Awen and her dad.
Is that Vega?
Yeah.
That's Daybreak and Lyra.
Oh, Vega is a little earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vega is just in the camp during that.
Okay.
Like Vega actually we see Vega right before King Visions, if that helps you.
Oh, okay. I think
Yeah,
is
because Daybreak and
Vega
Lyra are the two
is
during the
Lyra is Lyra a constellation and Vega is one of the stars in that constellation?
Lyra is a constellation. I'm not sure about Vega. Let me look.
I think I'm pretty sure they're related.
Yeah, Vega is the brightest star in Lyra.
Yeah. Okay. That's why I was getting that mixed up
Yeah.
because hmm.
Emma went to agree with Nat about Vega and then said, "Oh, I should be disagreeing. Modern it is."
Wow, the legend of Lyra tells the story of Orpheus, who was given a harp by the god Apollo. Orpheus's music was sweeter than that of any other mortal man. It could soothe any, it uses the word savage here, not great. Bring joy to the heart of the weary. It was even said that rivers changed course to stay near its beauty.
Yeah. Lyra, the same root as Lyre.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do Vega.
Okay. Clueless versus Modern.
I think it's Clueless.
My, what a beautiful obsidian throne you have.
Ressard versus Modern.
Yeah, I'm inclined to go Ressard
Go
here.
Ressard. Mm-hmm.
Skechers versus Modern. I think I would go Modern here, but I don't know if you
Yeah,
feel the same way.
I think Skechers is a neat weird horse, but I think I like the trio better.
Okay.
And Modern is my
Skechers
favorite of the trio.
versus Tower, a classic fucking cart horse.
Oh, shiny butt.
Tall, shiny butt. It's Tower for us. Skechers versus the Pebbled Path, a liver
It's
sorrel.
it's the pebbled path
Yeah.
that it's,
Skechers versus Rectangle. I vote Rectangle.
I know you like rectangle. I like rectangle too. I'm okay with that.
Skechers versus Titian. Titian being the horse Gandalf rides to the library at Minas Tirith and has that very dramatic shot on the hill with.
Yeah. Let's do. I think Gandalf horse takes precedent.
Okay. Skechers versus Yorleth. A very red chestnut making a face, who we named after that talkative woman character in Return of the King book. Yorleth. Skechers versus
the healer.
Silvertail, the bay with the Glastra plume, which is a tail that becomes silver partway through.
Emma also says, tall, shiny, but this is interesting because this is about horses who have weird colored tails.
Oh yeah, both of them a little bit.
Yeah.
I vote Silvertail.
Yeah.
Are you actually okay with that?
Yeah, because it was fun because we learned something about a horse.
Yeah, I love to learn something about a horse.
Yeah, I do like Skechers
versus lettuce.
Oh no, it's lettuce.
The Clydesdale with incredible fat locks. It's lettuce all the way.
Lettuce is such a good name for that horse.
Skechers versus the Aered.
Yeah, fucking tough run for Skechers.
It's the Aered. Skechers versus Lyra.
It's Lyra!
Skechers versus Broniolinol.
Here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's such a good name, though. Skechers the horse, cooler. Broniolinol, the best name crime we committed to paper.
The song that never ends of a name.
The song that never ends of a name.
Which means the song that never ends. Enduring singing. That is.
Yeah. Ah, fuck, it's Broniolinol.
Thank you. Skechers versus Nementh.
Also from our regrettable dragon phase.
Yeah, although I don't know. I don't mind Nementh.
A delicate head.
I know.
I think I'm gonna go. I like the delicate head, but I think I'm gonna go Skechers here.
Okay, I disagree, but I accept it.
Thank you.
Whisper versus Nementh. Fuck, a small delicate bay versus a bay with a long delicate head. How are we supposed to make?
Whisper.
I mean, I know it is, but I want to yell about it.
Petra.
Hadhod.
I do like Hadhod.
Baobab versus Nementh. Baobab has a powerful rump.
You know?
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, it is 3:50, so it has been like 2 hours since we started, and we just hit 75%.
Oh, so let's save there and be done then.
Great. Wait, did I copy that? No. Okay. Oh my god. I'm sleepy.
Yeah. We worked hard today.
We did work hard. Okay.
Remembering things we once said or thought.
Yeah.
Having opinions.
It's such a trial to have opinions.
Yeah, it's just especially for you, it just really runs contrary to your nature, so I know it's a stretch for you.
Yeah. Thank you all for being here and joining us. We are not horse ranking next Sunday because I say so. Um, but hopefully the Sunday after that.
Yeah, that's too far into the future for me to have a conception of
Yeah,
time,
that's fine.
but we'll let you know.
We'll let you know. We will be back on Thursday. Oh my god, Drew's Day for Nancy.
What what happened to you started out you really started
I
out that
with
sentence.
so much energy, and then the
You didn't
yawn
save
just
anything for the swim back.
took over. Yeah, once again, I am Wesley. You can find me on Twitter and co-host at Horse Archivist. Joining me is
Leo, Nat says, I am carefully rendering a wizard hat at the moment.
Oh my
Oh, that's so
god.
exciting. Um,
I can't wait.
that's a fun little teaser for next baby crew maybe. You can find me on Twitter at Chelo and Behold. You can find Shadowfacts and the whole runtime of it at Shadowfacts Pod if that's a thing you're interested in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a great podcast. I recommend it.
Thank you. Thanks for coming on game day.
Yeah.
And until next time, stay horsey.
Stay horsey.